All right, let's dive in. Today, we are cracking open what is basically the holy grail for runners. We're talking about a legendary book that finally gives a real, scientific answer to a question every single one of us has asked at some point.
You know the feeling, right? You finish a tough run, you're totally wiped, and you think, was that actually productive? Did I just push myself into the ground for no reason, or did I actually get better today? It's that nagging uncertainty that we're going to clear up once and for all.
And look, this isn't just a feeling that beginners have. This quote comes from coach Zhu Guofeng, who is coaching a university team with everyone from elite athletes to total first-timers. He realized he was just guessing, telling people to run by feel. It was all intuition, and he knew there had to be a better, more scientific way.
And the person who found that better way? That was Dr. Jack Daniels. This guy is an absolute legend in the sport, an exercise physiologist whose work was so groundbreaking, Runner's World magazine didn't mess around. They just called him the world's best coach, period.
So, what was his incredible solution? Well, it all starts with a concept called V-dot. The easiest way to think about it, it's your personal running power score.
V-dot is brilliant because it boils down all this complex science into a single, easy-to-understand number. And it's not just your VO2 max, how big your engine is. It also factors in your running economy, how efficiently you use that engine. It's the perfect combination of your raw power and your fuel efficiency.
Now here's the best part. You don't need to go to some fancy lab with a bunch of scientists to figure this out. It's literally 3 simple steps. Go run a race, find your time on a chart in his book, and bam, you've got your V-dot score. It's designed for everyone to be able to use.
And that one little number, it is the master key that unlocks everything else. With your V-dot score, you can finally stop following some generic plan you found online and start training in a way that is scientifically personalized to your exact current fitness level.
So, once you have that key, it unlocks the heart of the whole system, the 5 training zones. This is where we get to the idea of training with a real purpose, where every single run is designed to do something specific.
Okay, so here they are, the 5 speeds of running. You've got your E-pace or easy pace, which is the foundation. It builds your heart strength. M is for marathon pace, getting your body used to that specific race effort. T is threshold, which is all about increasing your stamina. And then you have the fast stuff. I for interval, to crank up your oxygen capacity, and R for repetition, which is all about pure speed and efficiency.
And to really put this into perspective, think about the talk test. When you're running at your easy pace, you should be able to have a full-on conversation with someone, no problem. But when you're hitting those I and R paces, forget about it. You're working so hard you can barely breathe, let alone talk. Each pace has a very specific job.
All right, this all sounds great in theory, but let's make it real. How does this actually turn into a pace chart that you can use tomorrow? Let's walk through a quick real-world example.
Okay, let's say you just went out and ran a 5K race. Your time was 21 minutes and 50 seconds. Now that's not just a number for your logbook, it's a critical piece of data. It's a perfect snapshot of your fitness right at this moment.
So, you take that 2150, you open up the Daniels formula tables, and you look it up. And boom! According to the chart, that performance corresponds to a V-dot score of exactly 45. That is your number. That's your running power score.
And with that one score, V-dot 45, the formula just spits out all of your personalized training paces. It's incredible. Suddenly you know your easy run should be between 5:23 and 6:03 a kilometer. Your stamina-building threshold pace is exactly 4:38. Your speed work paces are all there. The entire plan is laid out for you, down to the second.
So what does this all mean? It means the guesswork is over, gone. You never again have to wonder, am I going too hard? Am I going too easy? Every single time you lace up your shoes, you know exactly why you're running and the precise pace you need to hit to get the job done.
And all of this, the V-dot score, the 5 zones, it all points back to one simple, powerful guiding philosophy. Training smarter, not just harder.
I mean, Dr. Daniels himself says it perfectly right here. The whole point of training isn't to see how much pain and exhaustion you can possibly endure. The real goal is to get the absolute biggest fitness benefit from the smallest effective dose of stress. It's about being efficient and strategic, not just tough. Which brings us right back to where we started. Now that you know the secret behind this formula, it's a really good question to ask yourself. When you look at your own training, are you just grinding it out and training hard, or are you actually training smart? Because making that switch could honestly change everything about your running.